for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Washington Commanders. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. You look at this Eagle defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
On the ball, let go.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Now Huntley wants to audible to another look. He's got his target. That's complete. They'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Check it. Go.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Young's throw complete to Dotson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down. These two teams have met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Young to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On second down, here's Huntley. And he'll find Hall. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Hall. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here now, second and 4. Huntley to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now 2nd and 5. Huntley working from the gun. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Touchdown, Washington! Sterling Shepard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. There he goes, right side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Young's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10. Young. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jamison Williams, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series that helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go now.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Here's Huntley. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Huntley to Shepard, complete over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw here, Huntley. This is caught. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his 1st touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 14-7. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's that old malaprop? If they come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Young's throw going into the hands of Williams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Here we
At
go.
the 43-yard line.
Mega.
Finding Williams Williams once more, complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Young on 3rd down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he is caught. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Let's go.
2nd and 10. They'll find Williams on the slant. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Ready?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. The try here for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is Jakeem Grant. Jakeem Grant now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. To throw, Huntley. Little out route here, complete to Shepard. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. Oh, that one time as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, check mega. Ready,
He tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for Commanders touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young to throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
To throw, Young. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Jared Wilson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Sterling Shepard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now up to 14. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
They're trying to create space for your running back. The first thought is, how physical is the offensive line? Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Young. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Straight ahead is Hall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Breece Hall, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Commanders 35, Eagles 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Gets this out quickly to Dotson.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And they're going to speed things up here.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
17, 43
Now here's Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here... And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Young. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Young now. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Young going to move him around. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll throw again. Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Here is Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Young will set to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Ready?
Again, it's Young. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And quickly, they get to the line.
second and 10.
Second down throw from Huntley. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Big strides, look at him go. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on. Hey.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier.
Here's a diving catch right side. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Huxo. Ready.
They'll run with Hall. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up second and
Huntley going to change the play here. Ball again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop him from the 1 back to the 2. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Mike Gesicki, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things through this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Nifty move. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Deontay Johnson, 52 yards. And the Commanders add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. On for the extra point is Folk. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 56, Eagles 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Ready.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. It's Young off play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now Young. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And brought in downfield by Burks. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They go play action with Huntley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not real.
And now here is another interception. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Ready.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Set. Ready. Smack. Red.
Young. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagles first down.
Young now from the 50. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
17 yards.
Ready?
First down.
Young
Eagles.
off the play fake. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
30-yard line.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
It'll be Young again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Black Ultra. On the ball.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run with Hull, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now Folk for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Commanders 70. Eagles 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
You're not going to want that feeling.
no, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And maybe a measure of revenge.